Okay, here we are again. Welcome to my garden. The camera is shut off, so we're starting a second video, which is great. So this is about the vinegar making that we've been doing, but we're going to take the vinegar that we've already made that's finished, and we're going to use the berry, and we're going to create a salad dressing with it. So first thing that we're going to do is oil and vinegar in a vinaigrette salad dressing is usually 1-to-1. So I'm going to use a 1/4 cup vinegar and a 1/4 cup of oil. Thank you. So here's our berry. Okay, there's our vinegar. It's still a little fuzzy, which is fun. Give a little action there. Okay, and then olive oil. I think I'm gonna move this out of here for a second. Yep, okay, olive oil. And this is just a regular, organic, standard olive oil. Nothing fancy about it. Okay, so there's those two parts, and then garlic, a clove of garlic. And I read the recipe and said a small clove of garlic. I thought, forget that, I like garlic. So we're using a big clove of garlic. And because my garlic press is so small, I'm gonna have to cut it into 2 pieces, which is fine. Oh, it smells so good. Love garlic. What's fun about putting the garlic in with the vinegar is that the vinegar will help to take the brightness out of the garlic because it will help to cook it. Kind of like lemon juice does. So the citric acid will help to, what do I want to say, soften the experience. Yeah, what's that?
Not so bitey,
sharp. Not so bright, not so sharp. There we go. Okay, and there's our garlic. And then, so 1 clove of garlic, and then, where's my recipe? There it is. Okay, teaspoon of mustard and a tablespoon of mustard and a tablespoon of honey. Okay. Since I didn't bring out a tablespoon, we're gonna gauge it here. We're gonna just say, okay, that's a tablespoon. I'd say that's a tablespoon. Okay, perfect. And then a tablespoon of honey. Should have loosened the lid first. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Oh, I know. Can you hand me a napkin? Thank you, my dear. Okay, wiping that off so I can dip it directly into the honey. And so we get a tablespoon of honey. Let's say that's a tablespoon right there. Woohoo! And this is just an organic honey. What I love about honey in a vinaigrette is it helps to emulsify everything together. Just I'm just naturally using my fingers. That's what I do. Okay, thank you. Yum. Mm-hmm. Yum.
So versus doing a maple syrup or...
Yeah, it doesn't quite have the viscosity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's fun about the honey. The honey has the viscosity to give it a little bit more body in the dressing. Okay, so salt and pepper, and I think that's a teaspoon of salt, so we're going to gauge that. I'm kind of a little on the little lighter side of salt, so we'll just do a couple of cranks here. And then some pepper. Yay. Okay, let me put this lid back on the honey so I don't spill it. Okay, there we go. And then we're just gonna whisk that all together. I don't know if you can see that. I got everything in the way, but here we go. I can feel the honey pooling on the bottom. So just mixing it in. Okay, it feels like we got it all. That's great. All right. Let's see here. I'll use this big spoon for trying it out. That's good. That's sweet. I feel like I want to add more vinegar. It just tastes a little bit too sweet. The other thing too, which is interesting, is I'm using a Dijon mustard that's very kind of chunky. And I think because of that, it's that's better. Yeah. Now I think it needs a little bit more oil. Since I added the vinegar, I'll add the oil. Since they're supposed to be 1 to 1. One thing that's fun about using the fruit vinegars too is that you can, like, if we're making a berry vinaigrette, if you made a beautiful spinach salad with berries on it, you know, and some walnuts with the vinaigrette, so good. So good. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 things here. I'm going to make a sample jar for my friend who's been helping me, Irene. She gets to take it home. And this is for me. Like that. Little guy on there. And so on your recipe card, so here's the sample. So on the recipe card, we're going to write what the actual dressing is. I'm going to cover them so that we don't get whatever falling from the trees in them. So there's our finished salad dressing there. Our 2, and they will separate. They will continue to separate, but you just shake them up and you're good to go. Shake it up. Good to go. So that's it. And then there's a little card for your simple garden dressing. So just on that card, you'll talk about what we put in it, what the ingredients are, and what your final thoughts are. And then you have a little recipe card to have at home. And so that kind of concludes the whole presentation. So just like a little recap. So what we did right now, we made a herbal vinegar vinaigrette. You can put the lid back on that too. With berry vinegar and the loganberry vinegar. And we deconstructed, I'm losing the word now, but we concocted, thank you. The ferment that this one was 2.5 weeks, this one was 2 weeks. This one is only 3 days, so this one isn't ready to deconcoct, and that means that we took the apples out, we took the fruit out. And then we also made a brand new one, which is the first part of the ferment, and we did a combination of 2 different kinds of apples, a red Gala, a Granny Smith, and pineapple. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. And we put a little top on it. So the cloth, again, the reason that we have the cloth top is so that it can continue to ferment. And yeah, and then what did we do? So then we have the apples left over. These are all the apples, and I'm going to make applesauce out of them. Not now, but I will make applesauce later on today with those apples. And then they will have, what's so wonderful is they will have the ferment, which is it's a living organism, right? So it's good for your GI tract. And there's a whole bunch of things, and I can put it on which I may do. I may just put it down on the description, but I'll just quickly read them. So there's health uses. So for digestive tonics, blood sugar support with meals, sore throat gargle, I thought that was cool. Mineral rich salad dressing, which we just made, that's great. A hair rinse for shine and scalp balance. A foot soak to deodorize your feet. A gentle skin toner, highly diluted, so you just use a little bit of it to water. Morning tonic with honey and warm water. And it's a natural food preservative, like for pickling. And then home uses, just a general all-purpose cleaner for glass and mirrors, a laundry deodorizer, fabric softener alternative. I didn't know that, that's cool. Fruit and vegetable rinse. And it's also really good for descaling, like your teapots and my shower head. I have a lot of minerals in my water. So I'll take my shower wand and I'll soak it in vinegar for 24 hours and stuff just falls right off. It's wonderful. You can use it as a weed killer. It will kill the top of the plant, not necessarily the roots, but it will kill the top of the plant. For pet odor neutralizing, else does it say here? Oh, cutting board refreshener. That's cool. And flower vase preservative. And so all these, we'll have to look them up actually, how you do it and how they work, because I don't know. This is a list that I found that I thought was really lovely and comprehensive. And then a compost activator, so in small amounts for out in the garden. And mineral herbal extracts you can make with the vinegar to clean your clay pots and your tools. And acid loving plants, so it helps. Very diluted, but it helps in your acid loving plants, hydrangeas and those kind of plants. And then it's a natural bug deterrent, which you can spray on when combined with herbs. So that's just a few of the uses. I remember one time, oh my gosh, many years ago, when there was a book that you could buy and it says 101 uses for vinegar, and I thought, really? And I've been looking for that book. I don't know where it is. It's in my bookshelf somewhere. But vinegar is super, super useful in so many ways. And so I just thought that this was a lovely way to get into the fermenting game that's easy, that's simple, and giving you kind of a look at what it's like, as well as having it be out in a garden setting. And also that it's kind of like an analogy for our life, right? So when we get to a certain point, we move into the fermentation. So when we get to really like expand our wisdom into a whole different world of reality, right? Where we're healing ourselves. So I love that you came to visit. I love that you came to hang out with us. I hope that you found something useful in these videos, and I just want to leave how I started, which is nature's wisdom reminder that fermentation is a living process. Trust patience, trust transformation, and trust the quiet wisdom of nature unfolding. So until next time, thank you for coming, And I look forward to seeing you. And thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. Love you all. All right. Thank you. Bye.